What's going on? It's your man, DJ Big Mike.
It's your boy, T-Daddy Fat Sack.
T-Daddy Fat Sacks is back in the building. This is Beyond the Tracks podcast, your podcaster's favorite podcast. What's good, T-Rupp? It's me and T-Rupp in this mother today. I said I'm going to stop cussing so much, but...
Yeah, of course.
What's going on with you, brother? It's been a minute. We missed last week, but we've been out there in them streets.
So... all of us have been busy, as you can tell. Lloyd's not here.
Again.
October is my month. That's it. My month. I don't give, when I worked with Brain Jerk, I don't give you guys October. I don't give, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, this is definitely your month.
I made like connections and shit like that, but this is a connection I made 10 years ago. And, actually, I will say this to them, by the time this comes out, I will already have told them this, but I'm going to go up to the girls, the three ladies that run the Haunting in the Hills, and I'm going to go up to all of them, and I thought about this, and I cried to myself.
Okay.
Solo, but I was happy crying. This is what got me out of the rut because of everything, all the stress, all this money that I don't have that needs to go out, I thought about it. These ladies, I worked with Nancy.
Okay.
It's
Shout out Nancy.
So it's Nancy, Scarlett, and Suzette. These ladies are very, very, very top-notch people, like business owners, just really, they're just, and
they're the ones that own Haunting of the Hills.
Business owners, they own multiple businesses. Suzette runs the best lawn cutting service, Cutting Edge.
Okay.
In Monroe, she's a leader of men that some of them have felonies, and like the people that nobody else wants to hire, she hires them and leads these men.
She's an opportunity giver.
Yes, she's I call her, she's a killer. She's the toughest woman I know.
All right.
And then along with her sister and Nancy, her sister's wife, those guys are tough too, because these are the only three ladies in my life that consistently said something outlandish. We got plans to do this and this and this. And they've actually done every freaking thing they said to the period on the page.
That's great business.
Really, we're 50-year-old ladies, and we're gonna take down this 3-story barn with a 300-pound idiot and a little Russian. This is how this all started. So I worked with Nancy, and I was just getting sober from an addiction to crack for a year.
Okay.
And I was a functioning crackhead. I would only...
For those that don't know, this is the backstory.
Yes. Yes. I was, and I was going to work every Friday and binge from Friday to Monday for a whole year. I lost everything, whatever, had to go back to dad's, and I dried out without anything. So I feel tough, and I felt good. Nancy came up to me and said, "We're having a Halloween party like we do every year. We love the spooky shit, and we need an actor for the little haunted house on the way into the party." I was like, shit, I look like a gravedigger. I'll be a gravedigger.
Right. And this was 10 years ago.
10, yeah. Exact 10, could be 11, but I'm not sure. I've only been doing the haunt up there for 9 years for sure. I don't know if
we're gonna 10
years.
Listen, we're gonna be like hip hop, and we're gonna say this is their 10th year anniversary.
Yes,
because it sounds good.
Yes. They did that, like, okay, you can come work this, scare some people, and then when everybody gets here, we party, we eat, we whatever. So they really made me feel like family. I got to meet everybody, and they were all cool people, but they were out of my league, I thought. You know what I'm saying? Like,
your self-confidence was low.
You're 5-star people, and I'm a 1-star person. Like I just got off the ground, you know?
I just got high last week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Nancy and Scarlett got an opportunity to buy Dwight Eisenhower's train.
That was nice.
It was on the property, and they were like, "Do you want to work this?" Yeah, I like making people scream. I don't know why. I just liked it, but I didn't realize I was an entertainer at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
So we did it for 2 years in this train. It's little, it's cramped, and they got an opportunity to run the whole entire
the property,
land, the whole property.
What is that? And that's called
Stagecoach Stop USA.
There you go. Say it one more time.
Stagecoach Stop USA, 7203 US 12, Onstead, Michigan.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna let you go ahead and finish what you were saying.
So, I fell in love with it, and once they got to take over management of the property, this dude named Dugan, his last name was, we went and took down his three-story massive barn, but it was two 50-year-old ladies, a small Russian, and Tyler Rupp that took it down, right? And
Did you just run through shit or no?
No, we actually took a brand new fucking GMC and pulled that bitch down from the side. It was pretty cool, but it wasn't what you were supposed to do. But
shout out to GMC. They might be a sponsor.
Suzette, don't listen to this because she just bought that year.
Oh shit!
But anyway, we took it down. They rebuilt. They said we're gonna revamp this, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll take this barn down with you. You know, it's just fun because you guys trust me. You treat me like family. I feel like I call them my moms. Nancy and Scarlett, they're my moms. In October, I report to them. They are my people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They tell you what to do in the month of October.
All these people, the 5-star people that I've been, all their friends, all their other business owners and their property owners and all these people, over these years, these 10 years, you know, even when I got in the accident and had to take a 3-year hiatus off, they were all contacting me and stuff, and I was like, holy shit, I made serious like people that are financially way the fuck out of my league. Like financially, like you don't even, I don't even have enough money to walk in your house. They're inviting me to their house. Mm-hmm. Like, and that was, I didn't know that. And then while the accident, my recovery in the accident, I recovered my actual self and realized that I was entertaining. And I wouldn't have been able to realize that I was an entertainer if it wasn't for them. Like, I just want to make notoriety to them of like how they changed my life and how much, like, because my dad came up to me and he said, a couple of years ago, we were still doing the volunteer thing. And he's like, you know, they're making money. I said, Dad, I understand, but it's not even that, it's love. It's the only thing right now is love that's going into this. Like, this is my baby as much as it's their baby. Like, they're my moms now. Like, my October like mothers.
The opportunity that they gave you is worth more than any dollar amount and that can be put on it.
And I was a fucking just a couple months ago crackhead when they wanted me to work with them. And these people own businesses. These people are making more money a year than I'll see ever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I wouldn't say that because you're going to be rich one day.
Right. Well, I didn't know that, like...
I'm sorry, you're going to be wealthy one day.
Me being...
You're rich now.
I feel like I'm wealthy in respect and love.
You're rich with love, affection, energy. You're going to be wealthy. Wealthy is a dollar amount.
Okay. Yeah, that. Okay.
Well, you're going to be wealthy. So,
like, just like, I'm in a group chat with all these people. I mean, these people own... I just did it was something I noticed this weekend. They all have Jeeps, like multiple Jeeps, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
I was going to say that's a white people thing, but it's really not.
No, but it's just, you know, they're all from Luna Pier. They're Luna Pier people, but they, you know, Luna Pier is like almost like a vacation town, it looks like, you know? Yeah. And and they all got Jeeps and their boats and stuff like that. But I'm just not that. That's not my crowd of people. But come to find out, I'm just another guy just like them. And me being me, funny, just slap dick comedy, all this bull crap, they love me. They really love me. I just threw them. They said, what are we eating Friday before because it's friend weekend. So all the OGs come together and we all like eat and party and then go into we're all like connecting, for 1 month or 1 weekend out of the month. Yeah. And they were like, I don't know what we're eating Friday. And I used my comedy, Tyler's comedy,
right?
This 1-star individual. I don't consider myself that.
Tyler Rupp was in the building.
Yeah. And I said, well, they were trying to figure out what they're going to eat before the hunt on Friday. I said, well, I'm going to oil myself up and lay on the bar, and it's all you can eat buffet. And every single one of them loved it and were just laughing like, oh my God. And I sent them a picture of me as a drag queen. And it just started a whole wildfire of just funny stuff. And I was like, dude, these are my people.
I was going to ask you that. I'm glad you brought that up. What's your drag queen name?
Grandma Goik.
Grandma Goik?
Mm-hmm.
Say it again?
Grandma Goik.
Goik. Okay.
Goik.
I need to get Grandma Goik on the pod. You might have to be on the new pod that's coming soon.
I can do that.
Grandma Goik. I love it.
I can do that. I don't have a voice for her, but I can find one.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you can.
Yeah.
You got talent, sir.
Oh, for sure. No, and I wanted to point on something that happened to me today. As you know, I don't know if everybody knows, I've been struggling. Well, I bought this house. Mm-hmm. I blew my wad and, right. Had all my money put in perfect places, but it was for stuff that was moving with the house.
Right.
And then a whole bunch of outside stuff started breaking or something, happening, whatever, that I don't have the money for already cocked up and loaded in the fucking bank.
We might have to start you a GoFundMe.
Yeah, well, I don't need that.
Everybody does GoFundMe.
I'll find it. I don't need help. I'll find it. But
hold on a second. If you want to contribute to T-Rupp's House Fund, contact me at 777-7777.
That's perfect.
And mention Beyond the Tracks podcast, and we might give him 10% of it.
Yeah.
Peace. Home ownership, man, is a bitch, man, but it's one of those things where it's so worth it.
It's so rewarding.
In the long end.
It's so rewarding.
Like, you got to think the long end, bro.
I got a beautiful
And I know it's
fireplace.
been stressful I was just going to say, it's been stressful as a motherfucker, but the first thing you said to me when you came in is, bro, I learned how to build a beautiful fire.
I know how to make a fire.
And I was like, you got a fireplace? I'm like, boss.
Yeah. And I learned how to really utilize it, and I know how to maintenance it. I've been a maintenance guy for the only career I had,
Right.
And I just maintained it, and I've really took trial and error and learned it myself without looking anything up. Just really wanted to learn it myself, and I feel good about it. I'm happy about it. But then I'm sitting in the electrician's working, and I'm just scrolling through some shit, and a TikTok message comes through, and it's a spam message, but the dude said words that hit me like a gong. Like that's what I can put it like. Wong.
Yeah, they'd like to look at your algorithms.
He said, hey, what's up, queen? He knows that I put drag queen as my,
okay.
So he did look at my profile. He's just trying to get me to pay for his services or whatever, but it was personal. And he was saying, you don't know what your purpose is, kind of, sort of, not like that, but like what you can do, what you're capable of and stuff like that. And I really like looked into myself and was like, people want me around just want me around. Like, is T-Rupp going to be there? Like, if one of my friends is having a party, or like somebody close to me and they know that I'm always with these people or, partying with these people, they're going to be like, T-Rupp around? And I never understood that until just today, where I was like, I have something, and I'm not focusing on that something. I'm trying to focus and send my focus to other things. And I sat back and I had a video saved from like a year ago that I want to do as a TikTok, but I never really was like, nobody wanted to do it. And then just because reading that message that some dude's trying to get me to pay him money, right? Just from reading the message, I wanted to message him back and say, dude, thank you for saying this to me, but I didn't want to like jump into a
whole
spam thing,
right.
you know? And it was weird because I don't look at those messages, but I looked at that one because it opened with "Hey Queen," and I was like, "Oh, this motherfucker at least knows a little bit."
That's how I got to get you when I need something. I just be like, "Hey Queen."
Yeah, hey. But and it's making me realize, like, even with the thing I was talking about, the haunted house, it's making me realize that I'm way more talented than what I think. If I just really look forward, like I spread good vibes, I make people laugh, I can entertain somebody in any way, shape. I can scare you, I can make you laugh, I can be a drag queen, I can do all this stuff, I can host your shows, I can do comedy. And it's like, I was telling my next door neighbor, I was like, I could be a party favor. A professional party favor.
For sure.
You throw a party and say, this is like like say you're throwing a Hollywood party.
Yeah, don't give out too much information.
Yeah, but say you're throwing a Hollywood party and I don't know, you don't know if the vibe's going to be all right. Somebody pays me to go to a VIP penthouse just to bring the mood up and shit. I don't know. That's
I'll tell you this, man. Like, it's something that I've been really, I've been thinking about for you, a lot lately. Is we always talk about purpose. We always, we're always talking purpose and different things. And you have a story, and you've told your story a million times with the accident and how you've persevered, the drug addiction, all of that. But even so, with all that being said, like you keep bringing this up, like you're an entertainer, which is so true, even though you don't have the self-confidence that you should have. Right. But it's like, I was thinking so much about you the other day because I was like, you know what? I know people in the movie industry, right? They're going to be on the podcast. I talk to them on a regular basis and I'm like, Rupp needs to meet these guys. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can't wait. I don't want to give out too much information because we got things going on, right? Yeah. But bro, I can see you. I can see you getting your acting chops together. Real. That,
because I would put, like, even when Spooky came to me and said he wanted me to voice over his, a commercial he was doing for Eat My Treats, mm-hmm. that I took that so seriously. Like,
yeah, I'm mad. I'm mad that he came to you about that because I have some ideas too. But yeah, it's Spooky, so we'll let him have you.
Yeah, I listen, dude. I would work the vibe that Spooky gives me. I would do for him. Same thing, like volunteering the first so many years at the haunted house. Mm-hmm. I love him. I feel like
he's great dude, great energy.
That he's a good person. He deserves help. Yep. He deserves, like, some people just have their hand out constantly and stuff like that. Like, no, you can see his vision, and I just want to see him thrive from his vision.
Facts.
So, and it would benefit me if you get shitty famous. You're not that kind of guy that's just gonna be like, that's me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of that, like, I'm glad you mentioned Spooky because we're talking wrap ups, kind of, not really wrap ups because when this drops, you still got to go out this weekend. The weekend before last, I went up to Haunted Hills, brought some friends with me, had an amazing time. I don't know how many people have seen T Rupp's video, but his ass broke character real quick when we walked through.
Oh, dude! As soon as I heard Dana say, "Is that T Rupp?" I was like, "Oh shit, that's my boy."
Broke character real quick. I don't know if anybody's ever got him to break character that quick, but yeah. Shout out to I want to shout out Haunting of the Hills and Irish Hills. If you guys get a chance to go up there this weekend, please go up there, support. It's a great time. From Monroe, it's quite a drive, but it's definitely worth the drive. And
it's
then
a 45-minute drive, but
Yeah.
it takes you about an hour to get through everything. 45 minutes to if it's quick, because it's like
yeah, we went up there. It was a weekend, and so it was busy.
Yeah.
So it took us some time, but it was definitely well worth the time. And then just this past weekend, we went to Spookies at our house games. Man, let me tell you, I have to say, one, I was super duper impressed because the change of venue happened literally days before. And so I'm going to be honest with you. I expected it to be a shit show.
Yep.
And it was great.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. It was like, that's where it was meant to be. Shout out to Chris from Our House Games who allowed that to happen so quickly and just make room and do what he did.
He's a great dude.
Chris was my mortgage guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So me and Chris have a lot of history. We've known each other for 20 plus years, and yes, great dude. Allowed things to make things happen. So if you guys don't want to drive all the way out to Irish Hills this weekend, make sure you definitely stop by Spookies. It is well worth it. Man, shout out to Spooky. Shout out to all the folks at Haunting of the Hills.
Oh yeah.
Those guys up there were a little out of control, a little crazy, but I loved it.
I will. And because you're a businessman, I asked your opinion.
You did, yep.
I went up and I gave it to him, not like talking shit, like regular T-Rupp would. I gave it to him like, hey,
man, let me tell you what my boy said, motherfucker.
Yeah. I came up and I said, I had a businessman come through here and I just, this, that, and implemented everything that you said. Mm-hmm. Because one thing you said was the hayride went a little bit too fast.
Right. Yeah.
We put a speed limit on that guy. 5 miles an hour, buddy. You ain't going no more, no less than 5 miles an hour. Just keep it rolling. And, when it's a time to stop, it's a time to stop,
Yeah. I'll tell you something about that too. I was thinking, like, as we were driving through, because you know how I am. I'm always processing. I'm always, And I thought to myself, I was like, man, this will be dope as shit if people walk through this.
Sunday.
Yes. And so, because I was thinking, one of the best haunted houses or haunted complexes I've ever been to was in Florida, right outside of Orlando. You got the Disney people, all that. So, of course, it's going to be
super good actors.
Yeah, it's going to be freaking amazing. There's probably not a lot that compares to that. But one of the things that they did is they had like this walkthrough, and through the walkthrough, you're walking through the woods basically. Yeah. But you're going through these haunted houses as you're walking through the woods. Mm. And I thought they have this hayride that would be fucking perfect. And then boom, like as soon as I got home, I'm like on Facebook and I'm like, oh shit, they do this on Sundays. Mm.
This is our first year.
Is it? Oh,
yep.
That would be amazing.
And
I'm hopefully I get a chance to go back on a Sunday to watch that or to walk through that.
Recommendation from me, wait until we sharpen the sword.
Okay.
I had a couple issues with not having enough. I missed opportunities on scares.
Yeah, but I think
I put people in the walkthrough.
Yeah, I think with that being said, like that's part of the process. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with like our podcast, we're always, I don't know if you do, but I watch our podcast back a lot and I try to make some adjustments. I try to, that's just what we do as people who are actually producing stuff, right? And that's what, I mean, literally, that's what you guys are doing. You're producing the show. That's all the show.
The haunted house is cool. The decorations is cool. There's nothing, I'm going to tell you something about Spooky. Too. This is going to relate to Spooky and his stuff. You can make the fucking building. You can have 9,000 square feet of scary stuff. That isn't a haunted house until the actors come in and give it a heartbeat.
Facts.
You have to have correct. You know what I'm saying? And I talked to some of my connoisseurs that this is what I call, like, I told Spooky this because I said I got some reviews on your haunted house. And they weren't bad reviews by any means whatsoever.
Constructive criticism.
Yes. And they're coming from connoisseurs that go around all of Michigan and hit the same haunted houses all the time. And they told me some stuff that could have been fixed. So I'm going to go out there Thursday while they're setting up because I know a couple of the actors that are going to be out there. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to give them a rundown on like what I think should happen because now that it's all set up, I went there on the first day of setup that Spooky was there. Okay. And I started helping set up and got a vision. And now it's all made and we had people walk through it. And now I want to go through and see if there's anything, an extra jump scare that they missed or, just something. Because like I said, in The Haunting, I'm the actor guy. They own the place. And one of them's an actor. That's it. Only one.
Okay.
She has her spot. She made her spot. That's her spot. I tell people what to do if they're newbies or stand here, fucking jump out right here. They can't see you, fucking scare them. Free scare until you learn a rhythm. And I just want to go there and see if anything that I say or anything, if it can make it better for the customer because I'm not doing it for Spooky. I'm not saying, I'm going to make your haunted house better for you. No, I'm making it better for the person that's paying it. You're paying money to go in this. You should be, properly scared or whatever you're doing. You're paying for something. And I will say that it wasn't like nothing he did was wrong, but there's stuff that always you can sharpen your sword sharper no matter what.
Exactly.
And
steel sharpens steel.
If a dude doing it 10 years can come through, and I applaud Spooky because I came at him and said, hey, I got some reviews, this, and this. He's like, well, I had, I also was there and had some cool reviews too. I understand you're going to get those, but I'm getting guys that are paying $1,000 a year on just haunted houses,
right?
Not including gas money that they're just driving every weekend. They're just traveling,
Yeah.
And these are just the people that come and see me right after they seen you. They're already down in Monroe, so they're going to come out to Irish Hills, and then they're, you were in Spooky's, because they see it on my Facebook or something.
Right.
I get fans from the haunted house too. I break character a lot, so you didn't do shit, bro.
No, I did.
Dude, if there's a joke, brother, I'm gonna hit that joke. I'm gonna make you scream and laugh in the same room.
I love it, man. But we're gonna get out of here. But what I once again plug Haunting in the Hills.
The Haunting in the Hills, it's in Irish Hills, Michigan, 7203 US 12. I do recommend you, it's the last weekend of Spookies, so I recommend you go out there because we're going to be running 3 more weekends. We can see you whenever.
Okay.
Go support local and then come out and the local one that's in our, it's a local guy. Go support him and then come out and support us. We're local too.
Local-ish.
We're up for 3 more weekends. Plan it, get a group together.
And this is Spooky's last weekend.
Yep.
Right, okay.
So support your local and then come see me on one of the next weekends. Get a bigger group. Get everybody that you can to walk through it because I'll scare all you. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
I don't know.
I will make your kids cry.
You seem kind of weak.
I will make your kids cry, and then when they cry, I don't feel bad. In the haunted house, I feel bad after.
Okay.
I made a girl.
I will tell you this. For anyone who does not feel like they can be scared, go in first. Stop being the sixth person that walks through.
Don't go first.
Go in first.
Don't go first.
No?
Keep your fear. Keep your fear and huddle up next to your husband, because I'm going to rip you. You don't even have to look at me. I'm going for you. I've done this for so long. I know how to do it. You send Beefy Bob up front. I'm scared of shit, and nothing like that.
No, I was just gonna say, because I'm usually the one that's like the third or the fourth, or you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell you, I like being either first, and if it's really, really good, I like being last. The ones in the middle. Nah.
It depends on the size of the group, but
listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I went to the Haunting of the Hills, I was last, and I was like, man, I'm not getting scared because everybody is scared in front of me. But then when motherfuckers started coming up and walking up on me in the back, I was like, oh,
you get that
shit.
eerie sense.
Yeah,
Yep, that's what you do. And
first or last. If you're not first, you're last, motherfucker.
Yeah, but like 10 years, so this is where experience comes in. Veteran scarer, I guess, if you would say. I'm not hitting, if I got a group of 6, I'm hitting 3, 2, 3. I'm making everybody get confused. I'm gonna get video this weekend, but I'm doing a whole different gig now. I'm pretending I'm fake.
Well, you don't give it up now. Don't give it up. I guess we only get like 4 views.
I'll tell them right now. I'll tell them to their face what I'm going to do, and I'll still get a screen.
Okay, Larry Bird.
Yeah,
Larry Bird used to do that shit.
I'm going to drive right over to the left corner and hit a ring shot, dude, left-handed, and you're not going to do nothing about it.
And I'm going to wink at you when I run away.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, we are out of here. It's your boy, DJ Big Mike.
It's your boy, T-Daddy Fat Sack.
And this is Beyond the Tracks Podcast.
I love you.
Peace.